What's going on, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, returning once more to bring you all a NASCAR diecast review on Kevin Harvick's 2003 GM Goodwrench Sugar Ray Chevrolet Monte Carlo for the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Yeah, that's how old it is, my friends, and Richard Childress Racing. And this is a cool car that I got from my good friends at Daytona Racing Hobbies from one of my latest Daytona 500 haul videos from a few years ago. And you guys can see this is one of 1008, so definitely is quite of a rare car. But with speaking of rare, we got ourselves a nice little cool collector box to represent Sugar Ray. No, that's not a candy for any young people who are watching this. This is actually a rock band that was in the 2000s, and it's really starting to show its age, including myself. But you can see this car has a lot of nice cool features because this is an RCCA ELITE diecast in the 1/64 scale. And man, you know what? I want to go ahead and shut up and let's get on to the unboxing and the diecast review of the Sugar Ray car driven by the one and only Kevin Harvick. And alrighty folks, we got this beautiful looking diecast out of its box, and beautiful and detailed indeed. I mean, you guys can see right here, like I said in the introduction, this is an RCCA ELITE 1/64 scale diecast that has tremendous detail, a mesh window net, rubber tires. I mean, every detail you can see. And I mean, heck, look, even the trunk opens, the hood opens. I mean, as I'm trying to tap it away right here, look at me, I'm trying to be like one of those old freaking diecast viewers that are trying to struggle to open up the hood, but you know, it is awesome. And look at this, metal grills. I mean, I know it seems like I'm already just shouting out all the details, but hey, you know, if you guys want to stay engaged into this review, I gotta point those out because this is something that we are probably never gonna see in a modern scale NASCAR diecast. Even the 124s, I think this beats out the detail on those I would say pretty overpriced 124 Elite Premiers. I mean, this is Premier, man. But I understand, you know, the cost of materials ain't really, we can't really have that kind of stuff anymore because otherwise, I mean, I can only imagine, like, with inflation out of the way, guys, how much do you think that this diecast I'm showing you right here, as we are going to get on to the fine details and the sponsors of this, would probably be for this year, in the year 2025. But you see, we got ourselves an opening hood with a nice, beautiful metallic gold finish to it with the Sugar Ray branding. Because, yeah, if you guys aren't aware, during, I think, Richmond, this race was pretty famous for one event only, and that was with Kevin Harvick. If you guys remember the little feud that Kevin Harvick used to have back in the day with Ricky Rudd, well, this, my friend, was round 2 at the 2003 Richmond International Raceway for the Chevy Rock and Roll 400, so you probably now know what Sugar Ray is. They are a rock band, so but they are well known for their songs like I mean, what was the song I had the other day in my head? Well, they had Fly and Every Morning. Someday is actually one of my favorites, but that's just a name to few. But look, we even got the Budweiser logo, the Winston Cup Series logo. I mean, this is just tremendous detail. And you see some of the band members right there. I know Mark McGrath is probably on here somewhere. Last time I checked, but is that dude wearing sombrero? Oh man. But yeah, Ricky Rudd and Kevin Harvick went at it again in this car. And I mean, holy crap, guys. You want to talk about a cool freaking paint scheme and a cool feud as well? This is the car that Kevin Harvick got into a big fight with Kevin Hart, he got in a fight with himself, as I'm showing you guys now how the hood is opening up with this tremendous detail that we got. Look at this, the cylinder head. You can see everything, the belts, the radiator. Look at this, man. This is just so detailed. As I know I'm getting sidetracked with telling you guys the story about this, but any NASCAR fan should know this car, not only for the, you know, for the rock enthusiasts out there like myself. Heck, we're still getting rock diecast as it is with the Falling Reverse BJ McLeod diecast coming out. So looking forward to get that one from probably I'll get it from my good buddies at Spoiler Diecast. But yeah, you see Snap-on, Sylvania, lots of other sponsors that may look very familiar. And did I even point this out? Metal freaking grills. Metal grills, which I know that these things were actually a pain. Not really a pain, but they were just glued on. So I think over time these do fall off. And I'm wearing gloves, but as you guys can see, they do get caught on my gloves. So and just be a little careful with those. But you see the mesh window net and just tremendous riveted detail on not only on the I mean, look, there's even roof rails. I mean, just every detail you could think of is on here. But yeah, this car had such a big feud with Ricky Rudd. It's not even funny. I mean, heck, I think that's when Ricky Rudd said his famous quote about you know, Kevin Harvick My God, dude, he just, he's got like a pup-up mouth or something like that from what I heard. I mean, heck, how can you not like Ricky Rudd, man? Ricky Rudd is just one of those guys that's just a gentleman driver and just, he's one tough SOB. And then you got Kevin Harvick, who was just, you know, the guy who replaced Dale Sr., you know, and he was winning races, don't get me wrong, but as you guys can see with the 3 for Dale right there, and there's the rest of the bandmates right there. Yeah, like Kevin Harvick was just, he was a loud driver, you know, inside the car and outside the car. And yeah, he got into a big feud with Ricky Rudd. I know I keep saying that, but this is what this car is famous for. Boy, you think this car is famous because of Sugar Ray's album that came out in 2003? It was like, what, like the Pursuit of like Leisure, which was kind of a flop from what I heard. But look at this, man. Even on the bottom, I know I'm not really talking more about the paint scheme, but I just love the details on this. And you can even see this segment has his own DIN number, and it's made by Action and the RCCA ELITE branding. And look at this, guys. Painted. I mean, I know my good buddy Low Wrangler 3 actually does this stuff. Shout out to him, by the way, of W3, if you're still doing custom diecast. Look at this, man. Just tremendous. And this is metal chassis as well. Metal chassis, rubber tires. I mean, this is basically peak detail that we get on a 1/64 scale diecast. And there's even a freaking fuel cell too. I mean, I know it's pretty hard to tell. It's not red. I mean, just judge by this angle, but just, man, I would love to pay a good amount of money. I'm willing to pay a good amount of money if Lionel can do something like this, but that's highly doubt that's going to be the case right there. But now I think it's only appropriate for me to showcase now the side-by-side comparison of another gold Kevin Harvick car, and it's his Mobile 1000 car from a few years ago, I think back in the year 2021. So if you guys want me to go further in onto this car, well, I have done a review before, and you guys can check back and look at that real quick. But again, I'm not a professional diecast reviewer by any means necessary, and I do seem to go off topic, you know, from one thing to another. But you know, you got to keep up with the attention span with how some of these diecast reviews are. So apologize if things are kind of moving a little too fast, kind of like Sugar Ray's career, but I'm sorry. But you know, I do listen to them from time to time. Like I said, someday was probably stuck in my head. Now I would probably do karaoke with your boy OBB, but I don't want to get hit with the copyright stuff. So just, you know, listen to it to Spotify, you know, check out, you know, their popular songs if you guys haven't already. I think they're a pretty well-known band. I mean, last time I checked, actually, they actually, Sugar Ray, I believe, performed a pre-race concert, I think, back in 2023 at one of the Las Vegas races. So, but I know there's only 2 original members left with just the singer and the guitarist. But, and let me know if you guys actually have any favorite rock bands that you guys listen to. Let me know down below, as if you guys want to know what my favorite rock band is, it's Starset. I mean, you guys should probably know that from the posters. But anyways, this is going to wrap up the diecast review for all you rock fans and Kevin Harvick fans out there. Recommend you guys picking it up. And yeah, this has been Kevin Harvick's 2003 GM Goodwrench Sugar Ray Chevrolet Monte Carlo for the NASCAR Winston Cup Series, and Richard Childress Racing. Kyle, my scribe, and this has been OBB, the diecast news guy, and someday I will be back in the reviewing station.